Okay, everyone, this is going to be your setup video for your Queen's Path 4.0 Protect the King. I'm so super excited about this version and where I'm already seeing it take people and where it's going to take you. So, first things first, let's go ahead and get something off the table. When you switch charts, a lot of the time, your candles are going to go back to this straight across. And you're going to be like, my Queen's Path isn't working. And it is working. And I don't know how it's a trading view thing. It's not a Queen's Path thing. But these numbers over here on the side are price. So you left click. And then sometimes your candles won't even be anywhere on the screen. Okay. So the first thing you got to do is left click and find where your candles are. Okay. And then come over here on price and you just left click and scroll up. Left click and scroll up. And then you pick it up and you pull them back up. And this is going to unsquish your candles. So on this chart right here, you can see I've got gold GC1 on the 5-minute chart. Okay, so let's get our 4.0 set up. You're going to go to indicators, and then you're going to go to invite only, and then you're going to add 3.0 Coin Slayer, your 4.0 Protect the King, and then your Queen Strategizing Zone. So then we have to go to our chart, and you see we have to make some settings. Okay, so the first setting you're going to make is on your Queen's Path update. Hover your mouse over the 3.0 update. Come over here to the little gearbox. On inputs at the bottom, if I'm on the lower time frames, I like to make this a 15 and then go to style. So right here where it says upper band, you're going to click on this box, pick the color that you want for your path. I like pink. Down here on your opacity, you're going to left click on that circle and drag it all the way to the right. And your lines. Now you see the color box is over the lower band, so just click anywhere off of that, and you're going to do the same thing here. Pick your color for your lower band. Opacity and your line. So there, your Queen's Path is set up. Maybe getting a setup. So now we need to come and do some things for your 4.0. And I'm watching, guys. We may be getting a setup. Okay, on 4.0, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to come over here to your gearbox. Okay. So on inputs, on the right edge line length, this is this bar right here. And at the very end of this bar will be price. So if you want price on that bar, I typically set mine at 35. Okay. And then we're going to come down to the bottom. Now, when it fires and it puts the trade on your chart, I had it set up to put your stop loss at entry. Okay. And here is the reason why. Every one of you have different size accounts. Most of you are working prop firms, different brokers. By this point in the game, you should have should have been through your education and you should have had your game plan strategy made and done. So you should know how much you're willing to risk per play. Okay. So when you set your trade to either buy or sell, you're going to manually put in that amount on your game plan strategy. Okay. So the first thing is move to break even after points. Okay. So after it goes after it goes into profit and it's done in points, how many points do you want it to go before your stop loss would move to break even, where you move your stop loss into profit? With gold, I tend to think of 1 point equals about $100. So let's just see. These will be the two that you play with till you get it right for what you're comfortable with. Okay. So then after your trailing stop, which is your kingdom army that's following the king and queen to protect them, moves to break entry, it's going to step. Okay. It's going to step after that. So how many points do you want it to go before it steps? How close do you want the kingdom army to trail the king and queen as they're running for safety? Okay. Do you want it to do it every 3 points? That's $300 per contract. 4. It's up to you. So for this setup strategy sake, we'll do 3 and 3. And then if that's too close for you, you can always go back. I made this adjustable just for that reason. And okay. And so now you're all set. So now that you have all of your settings right, let's talk about alerts. You don't have to sit at your computer all day, correct? Right. You want to live your life. So, and this is why you do have to have the upgraded version of TradingView. The path has got so big that I had to put it on 3 indicators, and to have more than one alert, you've got to have an upgraded version. So up here on your alerts tab, okay, you make sure it's your pair. Condition, you're going to make sure that your 4.0 is selected. Okay, right here, you're going to do breakout long. Now, is it going to trigger? When is it going to trigger? Okay, once per bar. Okay, and this is for the triangle that comes up for entry. Okay, the triangle that comes up for entry. Do you want it once per bar? Which means, like, if it come on this candle right here, it could flash on and off until this candle closes while the queen's making her mind up. You'll pick that. That is pretty much a reoccurring alert. Okay. Now, if you don't want it to trigger on the flashing one, if you want to wait till this candle completely closes with the triangle, then you're going to do once per bar close. And that way you're not going to get alerted unless it stayed. I like once per bar. So then message is just customizable when the alert comes up. What do you want it to say? As of now, it says alert fired. Now over here on notifications, notifying the app. This is where you can download the app to your cell phone and you get notified on the go. Toast notification is going to pop up down here in the left-hand corner of your screen. So if you're doing other things on your computer and you get a notification, it's going to be down here in your computer on the left-hand side. And then, just whatever sound you want. There is a plethora of sounds. And you create your alert. Now we have to go create a second alert, right? Because that one was for longs. Same thing. Make sure it's your pair. Condition. You're going to pick 4.0. Here, instead of breakout long, we're going to do breakout short for the sales. And the rest is the same. Same as the chart. I like once per bar. And then just me, I don't know. I like to do different sounds for buys and sells, but that is just me. And then create. So now you're all set up and you've got your alert set up and you're ready to play the game. Okay. So, say you get an alert for a sale. You come and look, you're looking for this triangle right here. Do you see it? This triangle pointing down, sale. That is number one. Number two is your queen's path pointing down, selling. Yes, it is. Checkpoint three is the line of protection pointing down. Yes, it is. Four, is it in a strategizing zone? Yes, we don't do anything while the queen is in a strategizing zone. So this one is invalid. Another time that it will be invalid is when you pull um you pull your chart up and it's just kind of going sideways. Not really anything anywhere. Okay? Those are invalid. Okay. So if your path, queen's path, your line of protection, if they're going sideways, or if it's kind of just going back and forth, like, you're not really getting any movement, we are not going to take that. Those are invalid. And now coming up, I do have both a buy and a sell. But this is the part where you get your indicators on your chart and the settings and set your alerts. Okay, just got an alert went off on gold. You see the arrow. So I go over here to my trade and see third take profit is about, we'll say 40.78. I'm gonna put that in the take profit price. Now, and stop loss is at 40.36. Okay. So simple, guys. Pass going up, line of protection is going up. I'm gonna buy. And we are in. Now, when it puts the stop loss on your chart, it does it by how it truly should be. But we do prop firm accounts, okay? So there is no way in hell I'm ever going to risk that on a play. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to move it up. This is the line of protection, okay? And whatever my limit for per trade to lose is, which you should have done in your game playing strategy, okay? Okay, so here we just got another entry. Okay. So if y'all had missed the first one, it come out. So these have moved. I'm still just going to keep my original little target and and the only thing that's different is that really the stop loss. Just leave your stop loss where it is, even though this is doing this. It's because you've got a second entry, and your alert should have went off. Trailing stop has activated. So now all we do is we take our stop loss and we move it. I always leave it just a little bit below. And we are protecting our king by securing the bag as the queen races to try to get to secured area one with him. And as your protect the king line moves, move your stop loss, which is now a stop profit, right? Up with the line. It's that easy, guys. Okay, and still we are just moving your stop profit up along with that line. Now it has hit TP1. It has hit. The queen has made it to the first secured area with the king. I say don't be greedy. You're already up $2,200, but we'll just see how it plays out. We are secured at $2,380. Nothing crazy, just two contracts. The queen reached the target area one of securing and protecting the king. She is now strategizing. We've already got $2,420 secured. So we're just waiting for the queen to decide what she's going to do. And the queen has took off. It looks like she's trying to get the king to area two. So here we go. We are securing $3,080. Nothing crazy, just 2 units. And look at her go. Securing 3240. Now remember, okay, every time you get a new entry, these lines move. This $5,780 is the third take profit on the first play that I took. I'm going to leave it there. But if you want to, if you want to be a really rebel, you can move it on up because you're securing. I'm going to leave it. And the queen has hit another strategizing zone. She's trying to figure out, can she make it to the secured area two? For the sake of this video, and because we're trailing anyway, I went ahead and moved my stop to the third. But the queen is strategizing right now. She knows they're safe right here at the secured area one. Does she dare take off for two? We will see. But if she does or if she doesn't, we've still secured $3,200. And the queen decided to play it safe at her secured area one. Check us out at 3,200. You say your trailing stop has disappeared and you're done for the day. Or you wait for the next play. Just don't be greedy. Okay, guys. So this is just an example, another example. Okay, so the alert went off right here with this arrow down saying sell. Your queen's path, your line of protection, sell. Now the stop loss was up here. I'm gonna go ahead and get in though so I can show you. Okay, so 3 is at 40.17. It's a sale. You can put your take profit at the third one. Um, and stop loss. When the alert comes up, the stop loss will be up here. Okay, there it is. Okay, 40.50. Okay, and let's go. Now we have entered and we wait. We've got the king. We're running towards getting him safe. And now we just got to protect him. And I entered this one a little bit late, but I always bring my stop loss down to a little bit above the line of protection. And that's just me. And as you can see, the protect the king line has moved. Your trailing stop. And so now you just move your stop loss into profit. And it'll sway a little bit while the candles are moving, but that's all you do. Secure the bag. However, if you would like, now that it's come down to the first take profit, you can move your line down to there. But it all depends on what you have your settings up here anyway. So, yeah. Yep. It's that easy, guys. Oh. Mhm. And it took me out for $960 profit. And so now this will stay up on your chart until another entry comes in. Um, if another entry comes in, you're going to still get an alert, just like that, right? And a new stop loss and new take profits.